Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Soham Thakur, founder of GamerG, and I'm here to raise 5 crores for 20% in my company. GamerG is an esports tournament platform where we conduct virtual tournaments for games like PUBG, Call of Duty, Clash Royale, etc. that you can see down there. Moving on to how we came across this business. We identified a gap in the market. Most of the esports companies that are around the world are conducting tournaments for these games, but only for the pro level gamers. Imagine if there was only Wimbledon going around in the world, what happened to the state level or the district level tournaments? This is the gap that the same industry of gaming is also facing, where only the top 1% get a chance to compete. But what we do is we solicit the rest 99% of them by conducting 20 plus tournaments every single day using our virtual platform, and also conducting weekly and monthly championship tournaments as well. We give out cash prizes, which is one of the added incentives rather than entertainment only for these gamers, along with a chance to make their name in the esports industry. What we have done is, I am Soham Thakur. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm a computer engineer by education and the brainchild behind the initial development of the platform. This is my fourth entrepreneurial venture, having one successful exit in 2015 in the F&B sector, and two unfortunately did not see the light of the day. Along with an enterprising team of 21 people on board that includes tech developers, game coordinators, customer care, as well as accounting. Moving on, we have 4 different revenue models that we work off of. Our primary revenue model being the league joinings, where we conduct these tournaments. We have certain registration fee per tournament that we charge. For example, if it's a 10 rupee registration fee and 100 participants in a tournament, you're looking at a pot size of roughly about 1,000 rupees. What we do is we keep 20% of the pot size as our platform fees, and the rest 800 is divided amongst different gamers according to their rankings. We also have solicited sponsored tournaments. For example, companies who are interested in the Gen Z or the millennial audiences, they sponsor the tournaments on our platform. Recently, for example, we conducted a tournament for a brand called Comic Con, which has a pan-India event presence, and we popularized them using our platform. We also have a third-party tournament model. For example, if you're a corporate and you want to conduct a tournament of virtual games for your employees, we are more than welcome to give our platform. We'll host the tournament for you, but obviously we charge a revenue from it. We have an in-app subscription model also, which is under development, which will be live in the next 15 days, where we'll be charging a monthly subscription from every gamer. In response, they'll get added features on the platform, as well as discounts on the league joinings. This is to increase our user retention as well. Moving on to our numbers, we have been operational for the last 6.5 months, currently serving more than 107,000 gamers on our platform. By gamer, the definition of gamer is person who has come on our platform, made a profile, and at least participated in one tournament on our platform is how we consider these users. We have generated more than 24 lakhs of revenue as accounting. The numbers need to be edited, but we have more than 42,000 monthly active gamers on our platform. We have conducted more than 3,200 tournaments till date, more than 2 lakh people joining it cumulatively. Moving on, most of the funds that we are raising, 50% of it is going to be used towards gaining the market share. We are currently, like I said, about 100,000 gamers. We want to reach 1.3 million in the next 12 months. It is an aggressive space, and the faster we move ahead is the reason why we're raising funds. Moving on, we have 30% of it which we are going to be using towards increasing our game coordinators as well as our operations. 10% still needs to be invested in tech, which is almost ready, but it still requires server upgrades as you increase the number of users, and that's where the 10% is going to go. The last 10%, we also want to start exploring the global footprint. So we have realized that there is a huge potential for these kind of games in the Middle Eastern market. We recently were there in Qatar, invited by the Qatar government to represent our esports body there. And we realized that in India, you are looking at probably 0.5 out of 10 paying gamers, whereas in those parts of the countries, you're looking at 7 out of 10 paying gamers. There's a market that is untapped, definitely requires some footprint in there, and that's where the last 10% what we want to use for. That's it. Thank you very much. Currently, we have invested 1.25 CR to date in the firm, out of which 64 lakhs have been used. We still have a runway left. It was raised by a friend and an angel by the name of Mr. Varun Gajjar. Yeah, that's how our company is structured today. Thank you.
Okay. I'll go straight to the investors and ask them for the interest. If you could show your interest through your flags, we can have a round of questions.
Hi. So, The last valuation round at which you had raised 1.25 CR, what was the valuation?
Varun owns 13% of the company, which putting the value at roughly about 13 crores.
13 crores at the idea. So is this Varun Gajjar 20% the same guy or no?
Yes, Varun Gajjar has 20%, but 7% I bought it back because initially we had a deal that he's going to be actively involved in the company, which unfortunately he is not because of his latest deal of his company with Kirloskar. So that is why 7% was transferred back to me.
So okay.
Avello, you have something?
Can you educate me on the competitive scenario? Who are your competitors and how good are they?
Yes, currently we are competing with two different spaces. One is platforms which are similar to ours. The second is individual.
In India or abroad?
I'm talking about India.
India.
In abroad, you're looking at probably a size of more than 100 companies which are doing this. From the likes of esports organizers like Cloud9, you're talking about an Indian firm. So our biggest competitors are a firm called Gaming Monk. It has been Gaming Monk. Gaming Monk, they have been existent for roughly about a year before we are. They are currently at roughly about 450,000 gamers on their platform, where we are roughly about 100. More than that, the unregulated market of organizing tournaments is our biggest competition. So people who organize tournaments using social media platforms or WhatsApp groups, you know, to engage their community and organizing tournaments. So what we have done is by structuring this and making a platform out of it, we definitely are able to scale it faster, but that is obviously a competition that we also need to address.
Do you know anything about the revenues?
Yes, we have generated 24 lakhs in revenues.
No, Gaming Monk.
No, Gaming Monk, I don't know the revenues, but the interesting fact is till roughly about 2 months ago, Gaming Monk was only conducting free tournaments, which is, they were mainly into...
Your advantage over them?
What the advantage we have is our users are, acclimatized to paying and participating in tournaments. More than that, we also have features where we also share gaming statistics, leaderboards, also in collaboration with esports companies, where we help them do their scouting tournaments to eventually get the pro level gamers for them by giving that data to them.
Your cost of customer acquisition?
8 rupees a user. I'm glad you asked that. So what we have done is before
what does that mean? Like, is it digital marketing or how do you do?
That's exactly what I'm getting to. So prior to this, in my previous venture, I burnt my hands with digital marketing. Not that it's a not right way to go, but influencer marketing is what we have been focused on. Gaming community, it's a word of mouth. 60% till date, our users are through referrals. We have a referral program that goes on our platform where we give an incentive to both. 60% are acquired to that. The 40% is influencers. We tie up with YouTubers or Twitch users or TikTok users who are mainly into the gaming division. By bringing them on board, obviously paying them a fee, we get most of our customer acquisition. On an average, an influencer gives us anywhere between 15 to 20,000 gamers in one video that they release.
Any strategic partnerships for customer acquisition?
No.
No.
It is just pay per video release.
Daniel, you have any questions?
So you said you raised at, 10 crore valuation, is that?
Roughly about 12.
12.
Roughly about
13% is with the,
13% for 1.25 CR.
that's 10 crore.
Roughly about 10. We agreed on 12, but it comes out to roughly about 10 now.
What did you do to make it 2.5 times the valuation this time?
A couple of things. One is the number of users that we have gained till date. Also, the space by which we have also started to get sponsor interests. And also, the reason to raise this particular fund is a company like us, we cannot stop at raising this particular round. We have to keep raising the future rounds.
No.
And
The question is, what did you do to make your valuation 2.5 times?
Being an operational model, when we raised the initial, it was a piece of paper that was the valuation was raised on. We are operational, generating revenue.
Are you saying that if I give you a piece of paper and you give me a valuation of 5 crore, does that make me do something and make it 2.5 times?
Well, again, negotiable, understandable. I completely
What's your
agree.
target for this year for number of users?
1.3 million.
1 point?
1.3 million in
Where are you exactly at today?
109,928 based on the SMS I received last night. I receive an SMS every night for that.
Umesh, you have any questions?
So if this doesn't get funded now, I would like you to be evaluated by a friend of mine
Oh, absolutely.
who is in this
Absolutely.
field.
Absolutely.
He's a boss in this field.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
then
More
we
than,
can
more than
then-
agreed to it.
Yeah.
We have already submitted our documents for a DCF valuation. So I'll share that. I'll be more than happy to share that. And obviously, I'm more than happy to get it evaluated, and we can work on the valuation whichever comes up. I'm more than happy.
Any
24 lakhs revenue that you're showing here,
Yes.
this is the fee pool of 1,000 rupees as you explained in your model, 10 into 100, that's a total. So your real revenue is 20% of 24 lakhs, which is 4.8 lakhs, correct?
Well, not exactly.
Because that's sort of GMV.
Well, that is one revenue model that we speak about. My sponsored revenue, my third-party tournament revenue are direct revenues, which do not incur any cost to me.
How much was it? So out of
So
24.
roughly about you're looking at 70% by the 20% league joining fees and 30% from my sponsored and third party.
So it still makes you around 7-8
About
lakh.
8 lakhs
Of real revenue.
Net revenue, yes.
Is there any offer on the table? Anything you want to talk about? Anybody wants to counter?
Becomes a roadblock completely.
I could figure
And now you have already, you have twice negotiated with your earlier investor, which you took 1.25 at 20% and bring him down to, I don't know why you are changing your valuation, 10 crore, 12 crore or whatever. So you have, and now if I bring down your valuation further more, he will say, give me more equity.
So, couple of things. The reason why we agreed to 20% was that initially Varun wanted to come on as an active partner.
I understood that.
Yes.
What my question is,
Yes.
if I give you, let's say, 1 crore for 20%, that's 5 crore valuation. He will also say that, boss, bring my valuation to 5 crore as well. Give me more equity.
Of course.
Am I right?
So I have to raise at a valuation
the
which is
roadblock
more than
is-
what he has invested in, for sure, or at least equivalent to the valuation that he has invested in, making it fair for him.
I think the valuation is the roadblock here for me.
Fair.
Said your cost of customer acquisition is 8 rupees.
That's correct.
So what is stopping me to spend, you spending 8, what is stopping me to spend 25 and get 100 lakh customer and build 50 lakhs to 1 crore on tech? So your valuation is too steep, not even,
See, I'll be honest, and the reason to raise a value at a particular round is tomorrow I will have to keep raising my Series A, my Series B. Hopefully by Series C is when the company gets to the acquisition stage. If I dilute a large chunk of my percentage today, a founder who has a negligible percentage will never get invested by a VC in Series B or Series C. And that is the reason why I cannot afford to give more equity even if I am willing to right now.
Okay, time out. You're giving a deal, offer, no offer, conditional offer, anything is there? Okay, I think you got out on the valuation. You lost people on the valuation. There was a lot of interest in your company, definitely. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you very much. Hi, so I just pitched inside. It is a wonderful atmosphere. It was great to be on stage. The questions that I got asked were really to the point. I had a great experience being on there, boosted a lot of confidence. Unfortunately, I did not get the deal, but it's a process that has already started and I look forward to more of these kind of events. Thank you.